Hey, back again with another video. Good to see you. It's been a few days, but with the weather, I've had a bit of a migraine myself. I'm over it now, it's all good. And just a shitload of other things to do, so I haven't had the time to come and airbrush. And today I've just got home and I thought, well, a good couple of hours today and maybe tomorrow afternoon as well. I'll see what I can squeeze in that time. But as I said in the previous video, I really do want to get this job done and dusted. It's just fiddly, you know, lots of small bits here and there, and that's fine. I'll get it done. But I do want to get it done before I've got my next job, and I have other things to do. I've got my son's ute to finish. We're having trouble getting the axle out. There's one bolt, the bolt's high tensile, and it's on the diff. And it's burred, so we can't get it out. I'm having to use an extraction tool, but failing that I'm going to have to weld a tool to it to get the thing off. Once that's done, the rest should be a breeze. Put the new axle in. But today I'm just going to work on, I'll show you what I've got here. There you go. I've got the protesters there. Flies have been driving me up the bloody wall though. There you go, got the protesters. And when I pan around to this area, you've got your riot up the top, your riot cop, your anonymous mask, and then I've been busy blacking out in between this area here, just tidying it up a bit. I skip around to the other side and you've got your lady with the Agenda 2030 there and the skulls. So far that's the tank. So there's a few little bits to tidy up, like the tips of some of the flames. I accidentally pulled a little bit of paint off, but that doesn't matter because I want to spray a little bit more of that high metallic silver and a little bit of red candy, so the tips go from, like the flames, from yellow, orange to red, so it won't be a problem. But I've done all the little black bits in between the flames. So for now, I'll call that done and I'll move to the next guard. there's the old lady on the back guard, and you can see her hand. I've only just started it. I'll just sit down. It's got a long way to go. I've got a lot more shading, and she's going to be wearing a hat sort of up here, and in her hand I've got to refine this a bit more, and she's going to have a joint in her hand. She'll be smoking a joint and blowing cigarettes or smoke. This here is going to be an anonymous mask, like she's just taken the mask off. And on the rest of it, I've blacked out a lot of the old, because I had purple flames and shitty old artwork, so I've blacked out in between the flames. So I've got it all masked up at the moment, just so I don't infect it with the flames with the black paint. But it's a good start. She's wearing reflective sunglasses. And I'm thinking maybe up here, although the seat will cover that area there, I'm not sure whether just to do a row of skulls, because it's going to be under the seat. But somewhere I would like to do, maybe even on the side, sort of around here, I'm not sure yet, but a gas mask. And I wouldn't mind adding a bit of like a strand of DNA somewhere. So that's the back guard well underway, so I'm happy with that so far. Progress. The tank's more or less done, so I'm happy with that. I'll probably pick over it again and refine it. It's always good when you do artwork to be fussy and walk away a bit. You tend to get drawn into one piece, and sometimes the best thing to do is to walk away, come back with fresh eyes, and guaranteed you'll always miss little bits and pieces. So if you can, you know, go over them and correct things, it's always good. And of course, over here, I've got my front guard. I've got the old wizard face peeping out between the flames. I've got to cover him up. So after the back guard, I'll get onto the front guard. I've got to sand this a bit more around here. And of course I've got the side covers here. And I'm on the home stretch really. The back guard's the biggest one. Once I get these done, then I'm hoping to chuck some clear coat on it and put my bike together, and I might even take my bike for a ride and video that too, so stay tuned. going to stop here for the day. Got some good progress, but getting a bit sick of the flies. They keep walking all over me and the camera keeps turning itself off, so I'm going to use my phone to finish this bit. So there she is, the old lady smoking a joint with a anonymous mask. Somewhere in the mix I want to put a gas mask, maybe down the side or somewhere, maybe up here. But the seat will sort of come, I think, down to there, down to that hole there. So a lot of it will get covered up, but I do have a single seat. So if I take the pillion seat off and have the single seat, you'll see it all. But anyway, that's the old lady. She's meant to be like an activist, a bit of a rebel, with the anonymous mask hanging off the side. And she'll hopefully tie in with the rest of it, with the protest. Well, I'm pretty happy with that lot, so I'm going to call it a job for the day. I'm going to take it up again tomorrow if it's not too hot. I know we've got 2 really hot days coming up. So if you could, I really appreciate it. If you give me a thumbs up, if you could hit the subscribe button and stay tuned. I'm hoping to get my bike finished soon before I get anything else I have to paint. So happy with today, and just not happy with the flies getting all over my face. So until tomorrow.